Update 2.1 released a bunch of new content for Omega Strikers, 2 new strikers, some changes to existing strikers, a new map, new skins, and a messy competitive experience. Octavia is a striker that rewards having good fundamentals like dribbling and good positioning, and punishes the enemy for having bad fundamentals, and ping-ponging. Guess what lower elo has a lot of? Octavia is going to stomp low elo pretty hard. Her secondary increases her movement speed and refreshes every time she hits anything. Every second that her secondary is active, it increases her movement speed even more, scaling infinitely. I'm sure you can see why that would be strong. Now, this isn't as big of an issue at high elo, since you can keep the core away from her, and her secondary will run out relatively quickly, and she's also easy to KO. But at low elo, because people are not as good about KOing, and people love playing ping pong, her secondary will be able to scale easily. If you're below plat and you want to climb, you should check her out and see if you like her. The real problem in my opinion is Vyce. She just does what she does too well. She has really high damage and really high knockback to boot.
What? I'm out, man.
Her primary can easily hit all 3 enemies, which will get insane value out of stuff like Stinger and Siphoning Wand. She can also solo stagger enemies at full health even if they get defensive awakenings, then she can easily KO them with her insane knockback. Not to mention, all of her abilities make her really great at stuffing at range. Her primary can hit the core even if it's behind an enemy, so you can't even body block it. Her special will hit you and the core, so if you aren't right next to the core when she uses it, you can't even core flip it to save it. She can also eat a ton of energy with her secondary, since if you are at low health, her secondary will kill you. So you will end up pressing Q a lot of the time to avoid it. Then she can use her special when you're out of energy and KO you anyways. Basically, the problem with Vyce is that her numbers are too big and her special does too much. It's a Luna special on steroids. It has a larger radius, more knockback, can be cast faster, and because you can control when it goes off, it gives you more control over the core as well. In all of my plat and above lobbies, each team will have a Vyce on it, and it feels like whichever team has the better Vyce wins. I don't think I need to explain why that doesn't feel great. Huh? What do you mean they've been patched already? Oh, well, that's good I guess, but what about this video I've been working on?
Oh no!
So, Octavia has been completely gutted and Vyce has been nerfed as well. Octavia gains less stagger per level, making her even easier to kill. Her secondary speed gain and duration is being lowered, and her primary is being nerfed in just about every aspect. She can still be strong in low elo, but it should be easier to keep the core away from her from now on. Just don't play ping pong. Vyce has been less touched, which isn't surprising to me honestly. Her secondary cooldown was increased by 2 seconds, which is exactly what I wanted, and the amount of time you can charge her special has been reduced from 2.5 seconds to 2 seconds. I think there might be a bit more that needs to be nerfed with Vyce, but this is a great start, and it's enough to where I don't feel very threatened by her in comp anymore. Even though I complain a bit about these characters, like I said, I really like the new content from a design perspective. Except Siphoning Wand, like what the hell? It's just Vicious Fanbrace's older brother who's better at everything. It doesn't make sense from a design perspective for me. I wouldn't say it's OP, as I'll still take slick kicks on Octavia and magnetized souls on Era, etc., but with the meta shifting to a more brawl heavy one with the new strikers, it is pretty strong. They added a new map which I personally really like, Dais. It features a large circular barrier for each team which needs to be hit twice to activate. The barriers are fairly far away from the goal itself, leaving a lot of room behind the barriers for the goalies to more easily clear it. Despite their size and how close to the midfield they are surprisingly easy to defend for this reason. The map also features 2 sound waves coming out of the top and the bottom of the midfield. These are really interesting in my opinion. They push strikers and the core towards the center, making everything just naturally flow to the center of the map. This causes a lot of clustering in the center and in my opinion makes AoE abilities stronger than normal. It's a good thing that there wasn't a super strong striker with really strong AoE abilities just Oh, wait. I really like the design of the map, but there is one issue. The audio is just off. A lot of abilities don't make sound, there's no sound from movement, the stagger sound seems louder than normal, and everything sounds distorted. This may be a design choice because the map does appear to be a concert venue, but players are reporting it as a bug, and rightfully so. Humans are pretty quick to attach sounds to actions in their heads, so when that sound is suddenly missing, it's disorienting at the very least. I personally get motion sick because of it, and I don't like getting nauseous when I play. I'm sure I'm an extreme example, and maybe even the only person that's affected to this extent, but it's obvious that most players don't like this. For example, I have no clue when Octavia uses her special on this map. There aren't any visual cues for her special, it's all audio, so there's no way to tell when she's using it. People rely more on audio than people would think. So if it's a bug, I hope they fix it soon, and if it's a design choice, I hope they're willing to change it. Those are all of the large changes for this update. Aside from that, they made some bug fixes, which I think all are great. They unfortunately did not touch Sentaro, so it seems like he still has a knack for suicide. They dropped 3 new skins that all look great, and I especially like idol Ai.Mi's MVP animation. They also dropped the 3 skins from the content creator contest from the beta. MoistAsher, RakinJuliet, and LilyB, and you can get all of them for free by using their respective codes, which I will put in the description below. That's it for my opinion on this update. What do you think about the update? Let me know below, I'd love to argue with you, discuss our opinions. My next video will be one about aiming, angles, and approaches. It will discuss how to attack a goal as a forward and how to properly clear a goal as a goalie. I hope you guys are as excited for this as I am. After that video, I'll be starting a series of guides for individual strikers. I'm mentioning it this early because it takes a while to record enough gameplay for these videos, and I decided to let you, the viewers, decide who gets guided first. So comment which striker you want to see a guide for first, and whichever one gets the most support will get a video soon. That's all for this video, until next time, and have fun striking them Omegas.